on a very important aspect of the macro environment, that is the legal environment of the crypto and blockchain businesses. So, we often talk about the micro environment of the crypto and legal businesses, but we forget a very important element of the businesses, that is the legal environment. So there are many problems that the initial stage startups, the early stage startups and projects face just because of the improper guidance by the legal and their advisors on board. Start. Sorry for the interruption, guys. So we were discussing about the macro environment of the crypto businesses. There are many problems that the early stage startups and projects face, but they hardly discuss because many projects they are often they are focusing on the micro environment. They are busy building their technology, they are busy building their teams, they are busy building their funds, but they somehow don't get the proper advices when it comes to their legal structure and the compliances and the regulations under the jurisdiction where they have been operating. So we at TD5, we pay the utmost attention to the legal and compliance structure of the businesses. There are many problems that need your attention. We guide the projects through the issues that they don't see coming in the upcoming future. We, as a legal advisor at TD5, with the help of our network and legal mentors and partners, we provide assistance to the projects to prepare for fundraising and product management. Then, right after the incubation with TD5, we help our projects to get the optimum corporate structure where they don't have to face any legal issues, right, whatsoever, as per the rules and regulations existing at the moment. The major problems that we have experienced with the early stage startups are some of those problems that we have listed. There are a number of projects that are building on blockchain and are dubious about the compliance and regulatory requirements for their businesses and the jurisdiction where they are operating. Then there are many projects that are not aware of the regulatory requirements, licenses, and the corporate structure that they need to adapt to, to exist within the environment and to comply with all the regulations. There are many projects that are building on DAO, DeFi, Metaverse, NFT, but have no clear mentorship for their businesses to structure a compliance-friendly ecosystem. So just to tackle out all these problems and to help the our incubated projects and to help them to avoid any unforeseen circumstances in the near future, we offer our solution with the help of our legal advisors around the globe. We identify the project's legal and regulatory status and help them to comply with the regulations. We are working with the legal mentors around the globe, as already stated. We assist our incubated projects to set up a corporate structure in a crypto-friendly jurisdiction with the help of our legal mentors, established in different jurisdictions around the world. Then we constantly review the developments in the macro environment so that our project can focus on the core businesses and they can continue building their product for to reach a successful launch. Here we have some graphical representation for the legality of crypto by some countries. You can see there are the countries marked with the green. These countries, the use of crypto in the green countries, it is permitted. It is permitted, but cryptocurrency is not identified as a legal tender. There is a difference between a legal tender and a permissible use, right? We need to understand the difference, we need to understand the regulations, and we need to abide with the local laws and regulations where the businesses are set up. We need our IP companies and all the structure to be compliant enough so that we don't have to face any issues with the regulations and the authorities when we go live. The countries that you can see with marked with yellow, these are some of the countries where there are some legal restrictions on use of crypto. Then there are countries where the use of crypto is completely prohibited. In order to comply with the rules and regulations of the local laws and the crypto friendly jurisdiction, we need to identify the regulatory actions for our businesses. We need to identify the type of business and the industry where we are operating. There are different licenses, different regulations for the industries like banking, finance, gambling, recruitment, medical, and so on. Then we need to look for the license availability of the license under the jurisdiction where we are operating. We need to identify the restrictions or the limitations of the jurisdiction where the business is based, and we should avoid the activities that are not compliant with the local laws. Banking for crypto and blockchain businesses. There are the companies that are working closely in many jurisdictions with the banks. There are gradual and there are progressive steps by the government to help the projects and to help the crypto industry to grow. But we need to understand why there are some issues, why there are some problems in getting a bank account for crypto bank companies. Some of the major issues are due to the strict anti-money laundering policies. These anti-money laundering policies are not to are not to restrict the product, are not here to restrict the industry and the crypto businesses, but it is to save the interest of the people of us, right? Laws and regulations are made to protect us, not to not to restrict us. There are some rules and regulations that restrict getting a bank account for some crypto related companies. That is because to abide with the local laws and regulations where the government restrict banking for crypto, and that too has a reason to prevent terror financing. We have experienced, we have seen so many incidents where the crypto is used illegally to fund the terrorist activities and some illegal activities that are not in favor of the people and the government. So just to protect the people and the government and the society, these actions are to be taken. Due to bad experience with the crypto scams and the high volatility of crypto, some governments, some jurisdictions do restrict the banking facilities for crypto companies. Now we need to have a look on some recent developments within the crypto regulations. There are progressive steps taken by the government, different governments. We have WARA in Dubai. So WARA is actively working with the crypto and businesses, and they have developed. There are the existing licenses as well. There are some licenses, for the mining service facilities as a service. There are the licenses for crypto mining. There are licenses for NFTs as a service. But WARA is also under the process to bring some more regulations and rules and some more licenses to help the business establish themselves within the jurisdiction of UAE. RBI, the Reserve Bank of India, it is already in discussion with some fintech firms and the public sector banks for the trial of CBDC, that is central bank digital currency. They have plans to issue their local or Indian central bank digital currency by the end of 2022, or maybe in the initial quarter of 2023. Financial Stability Board, one of the international forum that has more than 20 countries on board, it has recommended putting in place a framework for oversight and managing risk and data at crypto firms, and having plans in place for a smooth shutting down of crypto asset firms in trouble. This is first time when there are some statements made by the international forum for the crypto regulations. And Singapore Monetary Authority is also exploring blockchain-based payment solutions to solve the challenges in the cross-border transactions, to fasten the transactions across the borders. So by this, we are concluding this presentation. It was a very pleasure to be in front of you guys. See you all in the next GITEX with the more developed projects. Have a good day. Thank you.
Thank you, Ashar.